But it's pretty ironic that we still call altcoins alts, meaning alternative to Bitcoin, when in reality, their technology today is already levels beyond and more superior than what Bitcoin can offer.
If I had to make a prediction, I'll just make a quick prediction, and that is that there is a settlement.
What's up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP update. We have a bunch to go through, and I am pumped. Welcome to the channel, guys. I am absolutely pumped today. The market is moving left and right, and of course, we will be discussing which assets I believe will be moving next per the actual price charts, and of course, discussing XRP, but I wanted to show and to highlight a few other assets today in this video, but we're also going to cover what Brian Brooks has said, and I want you to watch this entire video clip of Brian Brooks. FYI, this is not just some nobody. That's the acting comptroller of the currency, and he is essentially the #1 reason why banks can custody digital assets today. He made that a law. And he was also the chief legal officer over at Coinbase, and then the CEO of Binance US for a super brief period of time. So watch this 40-second clip and what he says here. What does he say? Well, he believes that XRP will actually get settlements. FYI, I believe it does too. Not financial advice, but listen to this gentleman. Shared by Real XRP Boy, thank you.
An issue about XRP, and that is there is a difference, okay? There's a difference between the way in which an asset is distributed and the nature of the asset at a given moment in time. And I think the issue in Ripple that gets lost in all of the discussion is whatever happened in the original distribution of XRP tokens, 10 years ago, and whether that was or wasn't an unregistered securities offering, that's what the courts will decide. That's a different question from whether XRP today is a security. And the SEC itself has said that assets can change their nature over time as they achieve utility and as they achieve decentralization. So if I had to make a prediction, I'll just make a quick prediction, and that is that there is a settlement to be done here somewhere. And the settlement has to do with the distribution of the tokens so that existing token holders can continue to trade them and find value in them the way that's most important.
Boom. And of course, we've heard Brian Brooks name drop Ripple many times before in other podcasts. He even highlights and speaks very highly of Chris Larsen, executive chairman of Ripple. And he basically goes on to say, yes, Ripple's a phenomenal company that will be chipping away at what Swift does on a daily basis, sending $5 to $6 trillion per day. And yet people still don't get it. And I know every person that says we are early sounds like a moon boy, but in reality, we are. Also, here are my socials below. Beware on Instagram. There are many impersonators. The only Instagram account I have is linked right here on my YouTube videos in the pinned comments or linked in the video description. So please be safe. I will not DM you trying to get you to send money anywhere. I will not give you trading tips, anything in between. If anybody is DMing you under the name Kevin Cage, they are an impersonator and a scammer. Please be safe. Now check this out. This is crazy. Thank you, sir, for sharing this. He already removed his XRP months ago because of the lack of communication and services, but announced this the same dates of the due date, taking fees if people do not remove XRP from their accounts. Unbelievable. Check this out. This is Coinberry. Important notice about your XRP holdings with Coinberry. Now, full disclosure, I know nothing of this organization. I do not use them. And it is pretty comical, even right here, Lionel saying 8 months into the lawsuit. Dear Coinberry investor, thank you for investing with us. You are receiving this notice as you hold XRP on the Coinberry platform. August 23rd. Literally 8 months into the lawsuit, you will no longer be able to buy XRP on Coinberry platform. Wow, all these exchanges do not want us to have XRP. And of course, you can purchase XRP on a variety of platforms linked in the video description, such as Bitrue and Uphold. I personally use Caleb and Brown linked in the video description. It's free to get an account for over-the-counter transactions. And that's essentially the platform I will be using for taking profit post-moon for XRP specifically. So use the link in the video description for Caleb and Brown. Let them know that Kevin Cage sent you. They're upgrading their services and establishing even more offices globally, so I'm super excited. And look at this. Effective November 16th, a monthly fee will be applied to your account if you continue to hold XRP. What the hell is this? The exact amount of the fee will be communicated to you 60 days prior to the implementation of the fee as required by law. What a joke. Now, this is a big emphasis why I'm so focused on alts, guys. We are not married to any digital asset. We are focused primarily on ROI, our return on investment, and percent return. It doesn't matter if you buy an asset that's worth $100 or a fraction of a penny. We are focused on percent return per the market cap, studying the fundamentals, and everything that accompanies that. So we have this gentleman, Charlie, sharing this Bitcoin return since 2010. Now, this is huge. Please screenshot this. Full credit to Charlie for sharing this. And this is something that every smart investor and every successful investor understands already. Bitcoin returns in the past 11 years. We can see the returns were exponential in the beginning, nearly 10,000%, then 1,000%, 100%, then it went to 5,000, a down year. Okay, big deal. The ascending channel shows higher prices each and every year, back when Bitcoin ended at $300. And as you can see, long-term holders have been profitable. Surprise, surprise. Same goes for every single asset that has survived in this market. As you can see, though, the percent return is getting down each and every year, and yet people are telling you Bitcoin's going to be the best investment? No, maybe a store of value if you believe that narrative, but I couldn't care less. I'm not interested in a store of value narrative when I'm purchasing assets that are going up in value. Why do I need a store of value when I can make money elsewhere? I was talking to a gentleman before this phone call, and shout out to you if you are watching this, and shout out to your company, but it's pretty ironic that we still call altcoins alts, meaning alternative to Bitcoin, when in reality, their technology today is already levels beyond and more superior than what Bitcoin can offer. Now, if you're married to Bitcoin, that's beautiful. That's all good and great, but I'm here to make money in assets that are specifically building something and using today instead of being a 100% speculative store of value. Food for thought. Next up, guys, by Roth IRA. Check this out along with Gimme Crypto. Massive shout out to you. This is the VP of the Federal Reserve of Boston. Now remember, these groups, whether it's Boston, St. Louis, Chicago, they focus primarily on technology. And they've had early talks back in 2014, 2015 with the company Ripple. We remember David Mills, of course. Noting Brazil working with Ripple to build a retail-facing central bank digital currency prototype. Pretty interesting. And of course, we've gone through all of this. Please type in Kevin Cage Brazil, or even on Twitter, and you'll find all of these sources and links that we've provided in the past, and even just retweeting a lot of other people's phenomenal work and research. Brazil, one of the BRICS nations, straying away from the US dollar reserve status. Now, although this is retail, remittance most likely, it's not wholesale, this is huge for on-demand liquidity. Expecting a lot of news to come from there, of course. This was back in March, and what do we have? Ripple partners teaming up with PIX. What is PIX? This is PIX, P-I-X, the instant payment network, overseen by the Central Bank of Brazil that just met with Ripple last year. And now Visa also owns Earthport, a huge RippleNet partner, that's expanding their payment services in Brazil. Now notice this, eBanks, which also has a lot of Ripple partners too, also teamed up with Uber to be the exclusive payment processor for this instant payment network. And now we have news that Ripple's specifically working with them to build this retail central bank digital currency prototype. This is obvious. And again, nothing I share here is financial advice. Please do your own research. Double check everything I'm sharing. But this is damn exciting. Right here, Gimme Crypto. I know some of you already know this, but just a reminder, Brazil's central bank's working with Ripple to create their CBDC, blah, 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 blah. And then Jim right here, Senior VP from Boston's Federal Reserve, in video right here. And you can see Brazil right there with bostonfed.org working with Ripple to build a prototype. You can also see Ukraine, of course, the mention of Stellar, but please double check that. I like XLM, but make sure there's actual use of the token XLM. It's very important to ensure that so that you know there will be demand for the actual token, therefore driving the price up. Matthew L-I-N-Y, a good buddy, and I like to share his stuff. In order to be a global utility coin, the XRP Ledger nodes are truly global, and anyone can set one up. As explained above, the Ripple Data API enables us to know all nodes and their IP address. We can then process the IP address obtained and map each node to a country. And discussing about the 800 to 1000 nodes right here. Also, want to give a quick shout out to my man, Leonidas. So he is the creator of XRPArcade.com. Phenomenal researcher in this community. Made a free website that will teach you about XRP, teach you about the markets, teach you about the partners, how it all works, and make sense of this complicated space, even if you do not have a technical background whatsoever. So Leo, definite follow, thank you. And of course, my Australian brother right here, making the shout out, so just wanted to help him retweet this. Here's his YouTube channel, Leonidas. And Kevin Cage is subscribing and turning on the bell icon. And of course, his website right here, XRPArcade.com. You can learn about XRP. What is it? The ecosystem. How big is it? The markets. Let's take a quick look really quick, then we'll keep moving. Here's the ecosystem, and this needs to be updated, but pretty interesting. You can go about this and source all of this as well. Also, here's a quick poll I thought was really interesting for everybody. Are you in profit since first investing in a cryptocurrency? Obviously, anyone that's been here since 2017, 2018 has been dollar cost averaging. You should be mathematically in profit unless you specifically bought the top and even sold the bottom. We have about 90% plus people are in profit, so congratulations. 5% say no, and about 4% say almost. And of course, it'd be a different answer for anybody that just entered the market now during the bull run, but nonetheless, it is interesting. And friendly reminder, there is no perfect investor or perfect investment or perfect trader. or perfect trade. The goal, don't forget, is to be profitable. If you are, you're already better than 90% of all traders out there or investors. And typically, long-term holders outperform day traders every single time. Hence why I have a very unique type of strategy that is documented on Patreon for members. Some wise words that I've learned from a lot of other people in this ecosystem: find undervalued assets, buy before the breakout, and sell when everyone is euphoric and thinks it's going to keep going and never come back. And yes, long-term holds, I have assets that I'm going to be holding for several years and I will not touch them just in case they absolutely do go parabolic yet again. And this is specifically for my trading portfolio. I'm going to still take profit even when people say it's going to go higher. Why? Because I need to de-risk. I need to reward myself. Make those gains actually realized. Whether that money goes back in the bank, sits on the sidelines, and buys the next 50% crash. You have 100K on the sidelines, an asset crashes 50%. You throw 100K in it, and the asset just goes 20% or 50%. That's 20K or 50K. Easiest money I've ever made in my entire life. Now, that's not financial advice, but I do that with assets that have strong roadmaps, ample liquidity. I'm talking billions of dollars in 24-hour volume, plenty of trading pairs with OTC brokers, and that is my strategy. And before you even ever get into cryptocurrency, you really have to fix your mindset. And this is specifically for anybody struggling today. I know there might be a lot of people that are actually way further ahead of me, but I'll get there. If you don't think it's possible, do not even try. With anything. If you do not think that you can lose weight, if you don't think that you can get the girl, why are you going to try? You have to fix your belief system. You have to fix your belief systems before your dreams become a reality, let alone even a possibility. Those internal challenges help create external results that you seek, and it's a feedback loop, and you have to keep programming that mind. I don't care if this sounds esoteric to you, this is common knowledge. Just like we talk about tokenomics, token economics, and Econ 101 on this channel, this is basically Psychology 101, spoken from experience. As we're hanging out on fiatleak.com, I'm going to continue a little bit of my Ripple rant. Number one, I learned to like assets when prices are down. That's when I attack. And then I try to like them less as prices are moving up, and that's when everyone else wants to attack. So it's just a contrarian way of looking at things. And the thing is, yes, I still battle with my emotions, but the sooner you can keep track of all of this, the better you can play the next time around. So FYI, if you're new to trading, even if you're only in this market for the past 2 years, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to lose money. You're not going to have perfect trades back to back. You're going to get punched in the face, and then you're going to see if you really have a plan. And that's life. That's not just investing, that's health, that's relationships, that's mindset. And when you understand that, you're in a lot better of a position to make moves accordingly. You're going to quickly realize in the world of crypto Twitter, the biggest complainers, the biggest haters, the most negative people have the least amount invested in crypto. The guy that calls XRP a scam has $50 worth of XRP, and he just discovered crypto in 2021. And he read the first article he found on a Google search. We're going to go over the XRP price chart a bit, and I'm going to show you why I believe that XRP still has yet to go parabolic. XRP is one of my high caps I hold. I hold a variety of assets in the mid cap and small caps too. And everybody wants to make money. It sounds great in theory. It's fun to fantasize about when you're falling asleep at night. But not everybody is willing to put in the work on a daily basis for years on end and reap the rewards. Telling people, no, I can't hang out. No, I can't go on that vacation. Because you're building something for yourself or your family. So that then you have freedom. It's not about the money. It's not about the dollar amount in the bank. It's about having options and being able to do what makes you happy. If your current job makes you happy, awesome. But there's a lot of people out there that do not feel fulfilled. Okay, so really quick, guys, I posted this on Instagram just before this video. Please check this out if you can. And remember, beware of impersonators. Coming to this post, we can see July 30th, when I posted this, that awkward moment when DAG wicked to 40 cents to show you it will head there later on. And the thing is, this Fibonacci retracement at the 4618 was the same target we posted back in February. And we've been screaming this since we were at 2 pennies. So I'm going to show you something. And this is the way I'm playing this market on the macro. Okay? And please, if you go around sharing this, guys, please give me credit. I put in so much work for everybody on a daily basis. So please just give me credit if you decide to share all of this in the pattern that I'm seeing. DAG and QNT leading the way. Solana and Luna shortly after as the high caps along with ADA. And then leading the way for other assets like HBAR and even API 3. I also believe HBAR is going to move next. Remember, HBAR, DAG, and Ramp were all at 17 cents. DAG and Ramp are well above 30 cents now, and HBAR is starting to awaken. So yes, HBAR, not financial advice, will go well above 30 cents. Not tomorrow, well maybe, but in the future. capitalize on these small moves. And of course, I have HBAR in my long-term holdings that I will not touch anyways. So you can see this wick. We discussed this back on July 30th last month. Let's see the next picture. Boom. As I've been screaming this on YouTube for the past 2 months, showing that wick hits the 4618, showing us we're going to go there, and now we have arrived. And of course, these same targets were posted on Patreon months ago. I'm talking back in February when we entered well under 2 pennies, and it's going to be at 40 cents shortly. So we have API 3 on the left. Seems like it's furthest behind. HBAR is moving a little ahead, right? We even have Terra Luna, a top 30 asset, already up here ahead. Does that mean that HBAR, any asset, Zcash, a lot of assets that are below, XRP, cough cough, are down here? What do you think happens? Because we have assets up here at these gold extensions. So let's look at the XRP price chart. So we have the charts here. So you get it, API 3, I'm so bullish on, it's not even funny. HBAR, same thing, it just has a much bigger market cap as I shared in yesterday's video, and I love it. Let's throw XRP in here. So with the XRP price chart, where are we today? With the Fibonacci retracement sitting at the 50%, and we have assets all the way up here. All right, so let's pull up another one. We're sitting at the 50%, and we can see some golden extensions way up here, well past all-time high price. Now, does it stop there? That's the big question. And of course, you guys know my belief with utility driving this market in the future. Prices are going to go up, down, but essentially the ground floor is going to steadily be rising. So whether the ground floor for XRP is 30 cents, then it'll become 50 cents, then it'll become $10, then $50, and gradually move up. Just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin used to be pennies, and now it's $50,000. Perspective. Same thing with Ethereum. Remember the ground floor for Ethereum was like $98 back in last year of March? And it's up exponentially. So speaking of ETH, and let's just do 2 charts. So first things first, DAG, all the way up to these gold extensions, that's what I want to emphasize. And don't even get me started on Cardano. Cardano is ahead in the pattern, and XRP and ADA, Cardano, are 2 of the most correlated assets. So if Cardano is all the way up here, let's pull it up. So tell me, if ADA is all the way up here, where do you think XRP goes? Let's draw a Fibonacci retracement right here on the wick, swing high. And look at the triple bottom. I know it's sloppy, but you get the gist. En route. I know yesterday's video we were talking about a $3 target. Well, I mean, it basically already hit it at $2.98, but look. This 1618 is $3.40 approximately. I think everything is looking great. You can compare the stock RSI, the MACD turning up, the RSI right here is very strong. And we're still in that territory where things can happen, so all eyes are on this chart. Whether it goes parabolic straight up, or just starts steadily climbing and then goes parabolic. These are the things I'm looking for on the weekly and monthly time frames. What's the bonus of using these higher time frames? The accuracy in terms of finding the right price confluences is extremely high. Okay, cool. So there's a high probability that this happens according to my analysis. Yes. What's the downside? They're weekly time frames, so it could take time. But as you can see with ADA, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 6 weeks, it blasted past. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're only at the 50%. So in one of these weeks, whether it's this month or September, look out. All right, FYI, I shared all this on Twitter. Let me retweet this. And also, patrons, I had a blast on yesterday's live stream. Be sure to go back and watch that video on 2x playback speed and take notes on what I showed you on some of the smaller time frames. As always, guys, links in the video description for Cage's trades and anything in between. And I'll catch you in the next video.